kids allowed on the beach? What?
It's not true!
Oh, no! Oh, no!
We never leave each other. Nothing separates us.
The last decade or so has found M. Night Shyamalan in a position where commercial expectations have increasingly clashed against his foundational peculiarities. During a stretch of Hollywood history when audiences have generally been brainwashed to ignore clumsy storytelling so long as they leave the theater whispering excitedly about a post-credits revelation, Shyamalan's name has become shorthand for little more than expecting the twist. But the Sixth Sense and Signs filmmaker has always been more than his gimmicks suggest, and we've forgotten that over time. Now comes Old, a beachside mystery in which Shyamalan pokes fun at our obsession with formula over function in his films. If you buy a ticket to Old, you likely know what you're expecting, a twisty thriller in which our victims' bodies are aging at mysteriously quick and, importantly, irreversible rates. The truth is, Old's premise is even more front-facing than its trailers would suggest. From the moment it starts, there's something uneasy and almost performative about its luxury resort setting. Is that our awareness of the trickster director, or merely us recognizing that we might casually slip into different identities around beaches and Mai Tais? Turns out, it's a bit of both. That's the focus of this week's screen test.
I'm right here.
In Old, the allegorical potential of a quickly collapsing family literally running out of time to confront its secrets stretches as far as you'll allow it to. And it's refreshing that the metaphor is out in the open for all to see after Shyamalan's last effort, Glass, probed thematic depths that it seemed only he could appreciate. But at the same time, we're watching Shyamalan having a laugh about his reputation, weaponizing his humility in a way that makes Old as funny as it is tense. The movie's strength lies in how it pulses as a living, breathing double entendre. That is, it works as a glimpse into the mind of a filmmaker who's made peace with his critics, as a thesis on the precious limits of time afforded to us, and as an often thrillingly staged piece of entertainment in which the best moments place the audience in as much of a trance as its characters find themselves. Even the dizzyingly playful cinematography spins around and around in circles as if it too were searching for answers in these wide-open sandy shores.
All right, here we go, guys.
I'm sure Shyamalan expects us to think we're on his tail when we first notice people acting strangely and see things left in unusual places and squint at the mysterious glint of light high above the beach. But he catches us off guard with the sincere candor embraced by his ensemble, led by a strong Gael García Bernal and Vicky Krieps. You can feel the fourth wall shattering not by how they look into the camera, but because of how they sincerely attempt to explain their way out of a situation that can't be explained. One character describes it all as a parlor trick, a term that we ourselves may have used to describe a Shyamalan movie before. And the character's first logical attempts at escape might remind us of our own thought processes when we're watching any movie.
She's panicked and desperate. Talk to each other.
Sarah, you and I should just stay together.
Now, I don't think Shyamalan is offering a groundbreaking thesis on the act of movie watching so much as assuring us that he's aware of how we tend to watch his films, even the ones whose empathy and humanity we've tended to overlook. When Old is at its most confident, the terror is twofold. Worrying about escape means that this family has less time to own up to the cracks which have formed within it, but pausing to make good by each other will only bring certain doom closer into view. Old manages to thread that sincerity while still retaining its cheeky self-awareness. Whether Shyamalan succeeds at how his conclusion takes his ideas to certain extremes will, like any of his other movies, be debated for years to come. But it doesn't diminish what comes before, amounting to an uproariously fun time and wildly unexpected one at the movies at a point when the movie's daring to go big and shocking and quite a bit strange is too rare a treat. For Ken's 5 Screen Test, I'm David Lynch. You can read my full review of M. Night Shyamalan's Old, as well as other recent releases on kens5.com/screentest.
Oh no. We're here for a reason.